What is up, guys? Welcome back. It is part 13 of the E36 wide body build. In this video we're going to see the rear clam taking shape and we're going to get the roof molded. So the plan for this car is to have the back end completely cut off, fiberglass rear end fitted, and then the wide body kit fitted over the top of that, and that will cover up all of the join lines, etc, etc. So yeah, we're going to do a little, snap by snap by snap, get this laid up to where it is now, and yeah, then we're going to work on the two molds, the roof and the clam mold, simultaneously, so that should be fun. So yeah, I hope you enjoy, guys. So I'm currently getting this ready for molding the rear clam, fitted the rear lights, and then I noticed that's got a chunk missing. So I now have to replicate that over here with this. Wish me luck, guys. As you can see, I've already masked off where I plan on dividing up the car. But yes, I'll be moulding the entire back end, cutting this off and replacing it with the fiberglass one, including fiberglass rear lights. Now that that awkward little repair has been complete, it is time to build some flanges on this. Now that the flange is built on both sides and they've been waxed 4 times. Yes, I know factory standard, industry standard is 7 waxes, but I know I can get away with 4. So let's get some gel coat on these bad boys. And that's the first layer of gel coat. It's time to get the second layer of gel coat on. And that is the second layer of gel coat on both sides of this rear clam mold. We're gonna let that cure and yeah, get some choppies on there. Look at that. Lovely jubbly. Right, so you guys know what happens next. Let's get the first layer of glass on here. And that's the first layer of glass down. That went down very nicely. Check out the other side. Very nice. So we'll give this some time to cure. We'll hit it with the sandpaper and we'll get it ready for its next 2 layers of glass. And there we go. That's been cured. It's been sanded, so there's no sharp nibbly bits, nothing that's going to create little air bubbles underneath the next layer of glass. Let's let's fuck it. Let's just get all the layers down on here at once. 3, 2, 1. And that is it with all its layers now down. It is time to remove all this black plastic along there and on the underside and get them prepped and ready for moulding on both sides. So yeah, I don't really think you're going to notice much if I do a click here. Let's have a look. Click. Now I am sorry, I completely forgot to record the last portion. I have already now gelled up the next sections of mould. As you can see, I've just masked off that area, masked off a little bit down here. We've also got the underside all gelled up now as well. Flange there, it's where the centre bar will join the mould, and a flange there. So that is the last portion left to mould once I've done 1, 2, 3, 4 more bits. So yeah, we'll get one more layer of gel coat on this, and then, well yeah, we'll just get some choppies on here. Right, so now that we've got the rear clam ready for its next portions to be moulded up, it's time to pay some attention to this roof. So as you can tell, I've already flanged this roof up. I'm just currently in the process of seam sealing it all with my plasticine. So I'll get back to you guys once I've completed that, and we'll start doing some waxing on this. Right, that is all of the gaps filled with plasticine. I didn't bother doing all my joins in the flange, I just taped over them before doing the plasticine. So as you can see, the plasticine is over the top of the tape. It's now time to give this multiple layers of wax, buff on, buff off, and yeah, then we'll get the gel coat on it. As for the rear end, once that's got its first layer of gel coat on, I will then concentrate on getting these portions glassed up, as we also have these underside portions to do as well. So yeah, I will get back to you guys once this is looking really nice and shiny, then we'll gel it. Right, that is now fully waxed up. It is time to get the gel coat laid on. There we have it. That's the first layer of gel coat down on the roof and all over the flanges. Nice and tidy. No thick spots in any of the radiuses. All nice and uniformed. No drips or lumps. Proper job. So while I wait for that to cure, I'm back on this rear clam. Excuse the next door neighbour's compressor. Rear clam. We are now getting the first layer of glass down on these portions and the underside portions. So that's going to take me a little while to get done. I say a little while, maybe 45 minutes. I'll lower the catalyst ratio because, as you can tell, shirt's off again. It's getting bloody hot in here. So yeah, I'll get this stuff laid up and I'll get back to you guys. There we go. There's the first layer of glass down on the boot shut portions and on the two underside portions as well. So this first gel should hopefully be, yeah, all gone off. Trying to get a second layer of gel on this, so I mean, I'll get back to you, but you ain't going to see much difference because yeah, it's going to be another layer of black. I know you can't tell the difference, but that has now had its second coat of gel, which means the back end might nearly be ready for its next layer of glass. Let's have a look. No, but I still have to cut the mat ready for this, so that'll take a little bit of time. Not long. I mean, that was literally a 10-inch strip ripped in half and made to fit, and the undersides are just 7-inch strips cut, literally just stripped straight off the roll. I'm babbling, I'm knackered. I've literally, like I said, I've got today and tomorrow to get this mould finished, that mould finished, and the front bumper blended in, and then the car's being picked up Wednesday. So yeah, I'll get back to you once I've got some choppies on the top of it. We have all the mat cut, ready to finish off these portions, and then we can move on to the centre bar. But this gel coat has gone off so quick because it is so warm in here. I have already chucked the choppies on, so I'm now going to cut the mat for the first layer of this, get this on, because this is still a bit sticky. I can't do anything with this just yet, so I will continue with this now that it is ready. So that is now the first layer of glass on the roof, and with the temperature where we're at today, this should be going off in no time. Yeah, this is just one layer of 450 gram mat. Plenty of choppies in the radiuses so we avoid bubbles, and it just makes the job a little bit easier. So I'm now turning my attention back to the rear clam mould, where it is now cured enough from our earlier session of laminating. I'm going to give it another 10-15 minutes, get it sanded, and we'll get the next set of layers down on that, at which point that will probably be cured again. So let's see where we get to. Right, it is now the next day. I totally forgot to do any recording yesterday. We rushed out and got Burger King and whatnot. So let me show you where I finished up yesterday. So as I said, I was going to get the last layers down on this rear clam. So that's these two portions all finished now. And the two underside portions are now also finished, so the last portion to mould now is this centre bar and that portion there, so it's got a little bit of strength to it. What I need to do first, so I just need to trim this excess off so I can get in there nicely, because I don't have a lot of room to work with. I haven't flanged this the best. I've just flanged it quickly. I know I can still work with it, but well, I could have made this a fancy angle to make it easier to get in there, but hey ho. So I'm going to get my multi-tool out. I'm going to trim up these edges, make it look nice. I think that's, yeah, it just look really shiny for some reason there. It looks sticky, but it ain't. Sure as hell ain't. So yeah. So I'm going to get some trimming done, and the only thing I finished off yesterday was prepping the glass ready for this. So this is going to have another 3 layers go down, as well as this core mat in between, and it's going to have some woven fiberglass taping running around the outside, which is also going to give it some extra strength, because I can't be spending too much on this mold. It's going to take a lot of materials, but yeah, I'll probably have to do some wooden ribs going across it as well, just for safety's sake. So yeah, I'm gonna get noisy and dusty in here, bearing in mind it is only like 6 o'clock in the morning. I think I'm the only one on site, so I shouldn't be pissing anyone off this early. So yeah, I'll get back to you in a bit, guys, once I've got something to show you. I've been preparing the centre bar. Hang on, let me get the light in here so you can actually see. So we've got all under here that we're doing. Then we've got the 1, 2, 3 moulds, which will then be joined. So there'll be a bolt going through there, and a bolt going up through there when they're all bolted together, because I will have the ability to make a solid piece. Don't think it has to be in 3 pieces, it can be in 1 solid piece. It's just the postage is going to be a lot more. So yeah, I need to crack on. I still haven't done anything with the roof yet, because I want to get the first layer of gel coat on this, so I'll get back to you once I've got this gelled up. So we now have the first layer of gel coat down. That went in fairly tidily. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. So while that is curing, I'm now going to concentrate on the roof. I've got one more layer of chop strand to cut, and then yeah, I'm gonna have to do it half and half, bloody blah, but I'll show you what I mean. So what we have here is the selection of mat that I will be using. We've got my standard 450 gram chop strand mat. We have the core mat, which I can't actually remember what thickness it is. I think it's just a generic core mat. And then this is a 1200, I believe, double bias. I think so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, double bias. I can just about see it on that corner there. This will be what goes around the edge of the mould. That's what's going over the main flat of it, so it doesn't warp over time. And then we've got 3 layers of this in total going down. So yeah, I've got a lot to chuck on there. The plan will be, I will do this half first, leaving a little bit of the core mat exposed for the next layer of glass to join on, or we'll see how it goes. If not, I'll get it all down one way or another. We'll get it down. Yeah, so the taping is going to run along the flange, come across here, and then along the flange again, so that's nice and strong, because at the moment it's a pretty flexy mold. So yeah, I'll get half of this laid down, and then I'm guaranteed to need a break after that, because you do not understand how long this is probably going to take me. This is probably going to take me about an hour or so. So yeah, I'll get back to you once I'm having a break, and I'll show you what I've done. Right, so this is where we're at. I have 2 layers of chop strand down over the whole thing. We then have that 1200 woven mat going around the border, and the core mat in the middle. And then when I do the other side, the tape will overlap, the core mat will butt up, and I'm now about to put the last layer of glass on this. So it's 1 more layer of chop strand covering the whole thing, and that'll tidy it up, so we'll have a look after that. And there we have it, one half of the roof mould all laid up. Tried to leave open staggers so that the next ones can join on nicely. But yeah, I'm now going to crack on, and I'll catch up with you guys once I've completed this job. That is the roof mould completely laid up now. All I need to do is add some feet and whatnot to it so it can actually stand on the table and not just rock around like a bowl with no base. And before I have my break, because I am shattered and it's bloody hot in here, I've put the second layer of gel coat on this centre bar, so I can now go and have a 15-20 minute break, go have some food. Got a couple of cinnamon buns I've been eyeing up for a while. I'm just a little bit gutted because they've been mushed around in the packet. Hey, trying to have my break, guys. See you in a bit. Right, so the break is over. I come back to this and I have chopped the glass, the first layer of glass on this centre bar. I've done a little bit of a hot mix so I can get back on this pretty soon, because I have now jumped back on the roof because it has now cured, and I'm giving it a good sand down so there's no sharp stabby bits over it that are going to get me. And then I need to build some sort of a base on here, which I'm probably going to use that Kingspan for. So yeah, we'll see what I come up with. Right, so this is what I'm doing for the base, using some Kingspan. I'm going to trim this long bit down, hence why it's marked up there. I have marked the curve. I've got left is a little bit of sand in to make it fit. But yeah, no, it comes along nicely, nice and quick as well. So yeah, I'll get back to you once I've got these. I might as well wait until I've got them bonded on the car and rounded off. And there we have it. The feet are now on. They are also level, believe it or not. Yes, I did actually get a spirit level out. Rounded the foam off, and then they've had 2 layers of chopped strand chucked all over. Yeah, they're probably not the straightest, but they're going to be level on the table. And that's all that matters. So that is now officially finished, other than being released and trimmed. So I'm turning my attention back to this rear clam, where I have literally the last session to do on this centre bar, and once that is cured I can then drill all the holes, trim it and release it from the car. So yeah, catch you in a bit, guys. Got some more to do, too busy for this. That is that now fully laid up. All that we need to do now, once this is cured, and tomorrow, because it is now what time is it now? 8:30. So yeah, we're going to bed. Last thing to do with this, trim, drill the holes in the joining flanges, and then we'll release it. Now if you want to see these moulds being released, you best subscribe so you don't miss out. And also the roof is now complete. Let me show you that. So the roof is complete, the feet have been put on, they've been glassed over, yep, they're level. And this is now ready to come off as well. I'm not sure if I'll trim this while it's still on the car. I'll probably release this from the car and then trim it. But I am very happy with how that has come out. I'm very happy with how this has come out. We are yet to see what the mould surface looks like, but everything will get a wet and dry before I put it into production. So that's going to do it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I'm sorry there wasn't any real time lapse or anything, and I do apologise for the TikTok style footage that was on earlier. It's the only content I had of the rear clam being started, so it is what it is. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed, guys. Don't forget to hit subscribe. We're so close to 1,000 subscribers now, it's unreal. So I want to thank you guys all for that. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe, love you all, peace.